Okay, this is a video just for me since every time I want to change my oil, I have to try to find the video I'm looking for, and the video I always use is 40 minutes long, and it's infuriating waiting for him to get to the next point because he's figuring out the video and how to fix the bike during the video instead of knowing how to do it and making the video. So I'm just going to go over it real quick so next time I don't have to watch a 40-minute video. So anyway, first you got to take this bolt out. 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 You have to take this plastic pin right here out. You got to come over to this side, and up in here you got to take this one out. You got to take this out. There'll be a screw on the bottom that you got to take out. It's the only one down there, so it's pretty easy to see. After you take that out, there's some clips inside here that you'll have to unclip from each other. Basically what you do is you push up on the bottom basically, and you kind of just unclip them. You kind of got to feel around and get it done, but it is what it is. After you do all that, the two sides of the fairings are going to be separated from each other, and this fairing is going to be separated from everything else. So you'll be able to loosen it, you'll be able to pry it, and basically you can pry it and kind of pry it up in here, and there's a bolt up there. You can kind of see it basically going up in there. See, it's in there. You can't get to it normally, but if you can pry this, you can get an Allen key in there and you can loosen it. And after that, after you loosen it, you can take this lower fairing off, and that'll give you access to the oil filter right here. And then you can take the oil filter, you can do all your stuff you need to do for changing the oil. And the oil drain plug is somewhere down there. It's pretty hard to miss. Yeah, you just do the rest of what you're doing, and then, you know, do it in reverse when you're done. This is just for me, so I don't have to watch a 40-minute video. See ya. Well, I guess I'll turn this into a kind of a full tutorial. Might as well, since I already got started. Basically, after you get all that shit loosened, you gotta, you know, actually loosen the fairing. Be careful not to crack it like I did. I did that like in the past. I think it was cracked before I think it was cracked when I bought the bike, but you know, it's easy to crack, so be careful. But after it's loose, you can pry it. And there's that bolt I was talking about, you see? And now with it loose like this, you can get to it. You can actually get to it. It's tight, but it might be easier with a different tool, but this will work perfectly fine. And then you can take that off, and I'll start the video back up when I get to that point. I got that bolt off, and it was pretty difficult. It's pretty tight in here. The further this fairing comes off, the easier it gets. Yeah, you got to take that off. But then after that, you got to take this one off. And then after those two come off, they'll come right off. And then you'll be, see, that's the oil filter cover right there. So I'll take the other one off. When I started, I made the mistake of warming up the bike first, and that made getting to that inside bolt that I showed you at the beginning of the video that you look at from the other side. It's hard to get to when the pipe is hot. So you should wait to warm up your bike until you get the lower fairing off. So yeah, after you get the lowering fairing off, go ahead and warm up the bike. Warm it up for like 5 minutes maybe, and then cool it down for a couple minutes. Then you're gonna drain the oil. So maybe I can get a view of it. Yeah, it's right there. It's right there. It's a 12mm bolt. Yeah, just put like paper towels underneath. You know the drill. Drain it. You know, do all that. I'll start the video back up with the oil draining in that thing. I got the oil draining. If you've got a pan like this, go get a smaller one, because yeah, I spilled oil everywhere. Pretty annoying, but whatever. You'll want to open this when you do it, so it'll drain a little quicker. But after you get that draining, if you don't have to clean it up, you'll be able to loosen this while you're waiting for it to drain. So what you'll want to do is you'll loosen each one of these in like a crisscross pattern so you can loosen the cover evenly so you don't, you know, break anything. They're 8mm bolts, and yeah, take that off. All right, I got that off. So what you're gonna wanna do next is you're gonna wanna clean it up with a paper towel or a rag or something. Get it all nice and clean, and you wanna clean this up too. When you take it off, make sure you don't lose that spring. That's essential. That like pushes the filter into the thing. But yeah, go ahead and clean it out. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put the new filter in there. You put the spring, basically you take the spring and you put it in there, and then you put the new filter. Here's the old filter. You put it on there like that, and then you see it's springy. And you'll put the bolts through there, and you'll line it up with that. You should use a new gasket. I'm gonna use the old gasket because I'm an idiot. But yeah, use a new gasket if you're smart. Then you put that on there. So I'm gonna prime the filter first. You don't have to do that, but I'm going to. I'm gonna put the drain plug back in, prime that, put it back on. The drain plug is torqued to 18 foot-pounds. These bolts are torqued to 9 foot-pounds. So I'm gonna start the video back up after I get those back on and get some oil going into the bike. Got the drain plug and the filter all back on and everything, and it's time to put the oil in the bike, and I figured it's a good time to go over what I actually used. So I used a KN-112, that's the filter you use, and I usually use Motul 7100 10W30, full synthetic. You can also use the 5100, that works pretty well. That's a synthetic blend. I like the 7100 more, it lasts a little bit longer. But I think the 5100 shifts a little smoother. Yeah, it's up to you. So I'm gonna go ahead and put it in. If you don't prime the filter, it's gonna be 1.6 quarts of oil. If you do, I think it'd probably be like 1.5, maybe somewhere around there. But yeah, just fill it up and do the whole procedure of starting it up, warming it up, and checking it again, make sure it's the right amount of oil, and then check it in a couple days. And yeah, that's how you change oil. And you just put it back together. It's not too hard. It'll help me to have a video that's not so long to watch, because I'm gonna forget how to do this. But now I can just watch this, and there we go. See ya.